Hello and welcome to LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup, the sound of profitability. I'm Tharandu Amarasekara. News about the tea industry. The overall offerings in the tea auctions in Colombo were at about 5.2 million kilograms, which shows a marginally higher demand as well. The overall rise of the demand as well as the higher prices are expected to be due to some of the lower availability of tea over the past few weeks as well. Even the shipments to other destinations such as the UK, South Africa and Japan were seen to be on the rise, which is indeed good news for the tea industry. At a recent meeting with the IMF team and the President, Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Finance Ministry, the IMF team has conveyed their satisfaction about the commitment of the Sri Lankan government towards implementing the extended fund facility in the nation. Also, the chief of the mission of IMF in Sri Lanka, Peter Brewer, has expressed the satisfaction about the remarkable turnaround and recovery of the Sri Lankan economy as well. Furthermore, the government expects a very smooth second review by the IMF, which would lead to a timely disbursement of the third tranche under the $3 billion bailout package given to Sri Lanka by the IMF. Forex inflows is the winner when the tourism sector and the foreign work remittances sectors are on the rise in Sri Lanka. Some of the numbers recorded has been the highest ever since 2020, and also this indicates a higher confidence about the tourism sector in Sri Lanka and the overall economic situation in Sri Lanka as more tourists are arriving in the nation and more foreign workers are sending back their hard-earned money as well. The Inland Revenue Department has established a high wealth individuals unit which will ensure that even the wealthiest in the country will be doing their tax compliances properly. This is indeed a strategic shift and is meant towards ensuring fairness and justice in the taxation system of the country. The Inland Revenue Department will be working very closely with banks, the Financial Intelligence Unit, and through its tax treaties, they will be working with about 45 different countries' tax administrations to make sure that this compliance is happening properly. And now it's time for some highlights from the corporate sector. Airtire Limited, a growing Sri Lankan company, has become the world's first industrial solid tire company to become certified as carbon neutral. This is indeed a significant step towards the Sri Lankan enterprises' sustainability and environmental responsibility as well. Santani Wellness Resorts, a growing Sri Lankan tourism sector brand, has announced that they are launching 2 new ventures in Oman together with the Oman Tourism Development Company. This announcement was made in ITB Berlin, which is one of the largest tourism and travel sector trade fairs in the world. The request for bidders for the segregated life and general insurance sectors of Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation by the Sri Lankan government has attracted bidders and interested parties from different sectors.
For Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation Life Limited, the respondents for the RFQs are LIC Lanka Limited, Union Assurance PLC and Asiri Hospital Holdings PLC. For Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation General Limited, the respondents are Fairfirst Insurance Limited and Euro Exim Bank Limited.
Hi, this is Amrita Al-Hakun with this week's International Business Highlight. Saudi Arabia has granted license to over 450 foreign investors to open their regional headquarters in the kingdom in an attempt to boost the local economy as well as create employment opportunities. Saudi Arabia's Minister of Investment Khalid Al-Fali, addressing the gathering at the Human Capabilities Initiative, shared these thoughts. The 2-day event was held under the theme of #Future Readiness. Getting ready for the future starts now. The minister projected that Saudi Arabia will be attracting close to $3 trillion in investment in this decade alone. A significant portion of this investment will be directed towards the emerging sectors of the economy, including the digital economy, financial services, and healthcare, among others.
And that's it for this week's LOLC Securities Weekly Market Roundup. And no matter what industry you may be in, make the right decisions with the right intel. I'll see you next week.